Welcome back. Filler. It's one of the greatest tools to restore an appearance of youthfulness in the face, but there's some common misconceptions of just what it is and the various purposes it can serve.
So we have Christy Hall, owner of Skin Appeal, back with us today to talk more about facial rejuvenation. And Christy, let's actually start with what is filler, because even during the commercial break, we were just talking about some people aren't really sure what it is or where it goes, so you're going to help us.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, dermal fillers are one of my most favorite and most popular treatments for rejuvenating the face. So we can use the fillers to really give you a more rested and refreshed look very quickly and easily, and they are long-lasting as well. So, you know, most commonly used dermal fillers on the market, we probably all have heard of Restylane, Juvederm, Perlane, Voluma. All of these are hyaluronic acid fillers, so they're natural to the body. Hyaluronic acid is basically in every cell of your body, and your eyes are mostly hyaluronic acid, your joint fluid's hyaluronic acid, so they're very safe products with very low risk of allergic reactions. And why do we use dermal fillers? So what happens as we age is we lose a lot of volume in the face, and this volume loss happens because of bone loss, muscle loss, fat loss underneath the skin, and then we get sagging, sinking, and wrinkling in the skin, which is not what we want to see as we age. As we know, most of us feel much younger than our actual age, and so when we look in the mirror, we want to see that image projected back at us. And when we're looking older from the volume loss, we start to look tired, we start to look more stern, we start to look more angry, and these are not things that we perceive ourselves as until we see either a photograph of ourselves or we look in the mirror. So I usually recommend that, you know, people look at themselves when they were in their 20s. You know, look at a picture of yourself, and you can really see the volume loss changes over time with that.
And we're looking at some of those kind of before and after pictures, and you can see some of the spots. I think a lot of women talk about right around the mouth area, that's where they kind of see the deep creases and things. That I know I've heard a lot of women talk about that.
Right, yeah, and when we start to get deep creases on the face, it really makes you, you know, look more stern or more angry, or people think you're upset about something and you're constantly asked, oh, are you tired? No, I'm not. Thanks. And, you know, those are kind of annoying questions. So, you know, what we look at is the whole face. You know, creases around the mouth area are not just, you know, volume loss in that area. It's really a global change that happens. You know, the bone loss through the cheek area, through the jawline area is what makes the skin fall forward and create those creases there. So when we're looking at reversing these aging processes, we really need to look at the entire face. So we've all seen bad filler, and, you know, and that's when we have people that are overfilled in certain areas, and it really creates a disproportionate look on the face. So it gives you kind of an odd appearance. The cheek is maybe too full, we have maybe too much fullness in the lip area or around the mouth, so then we start to look too kind of centrally volumized, and really we need to kind of pull the face back and give more three-dimensional changes. And if you look at a younger picture of yourself, you can really see that is what we're trying to do, is restore that youth. And not that we want to make you look like you did in your 20s, but we want to kind of give those three-dimensional changes, that nice light reflection off of different contours on the face to give us that more youthful look.
And Tina and I have discussed before, there's no bigger insult than, oh, you look really tired today. So
Yeah.
it's great that you're saying that. We just want to make you look well rested, and it sounds like you have the fountain of youth. But we were also talking about maybe some misconceptions, right? Because I didn't really know, you know, what is filler, and I always feel like I see the people with like that have the duck lips, you know, too much. So what are some misconceptions, and how can you eradicate those?
So I guess the common misconceptions are, you know, if we get filler, we're going to have really full lips, you know, and we may look out of proportion to what we really want to look like. And so everyone's scared of like the Hollywood look or the Frozen look. And, you know, and that's where you need to go to someone that's super experienced and has a lot of expertise in analyzing the face. I've been doing this for over 10 years, and I've really learned the art of, you know, assessing the face and understanding the the proportions. So to me, it's a very artistic thing, in addition to being scientific as well. There are actually very specific measurements on the face that, you know, we learn, and this is how artists, when they're drawing faces, they look at these things. So, you know, certain parts of your face should be certain diameters, and so you can actually measure out how wide your eyebrow should be, where your eyebrow should be sitting, you know, how much the nose should be tipping up, you know, where the apex of your cheek should be. And so all of this is very scientific, and someone, you know, over time, it takes a long time to learn these things to give a very natural look. So it's not always about, you know, just getting rid of a wrinkle or a fold on the face. You really need to learn and understand what created that wrinkle or fold to get a very proportionate look to the face. And having a good injector, a good provider, is someone that can explain that to you and know how to give you that look without giving you an overdone look.
Absolutely. Christy, this has been so informative.
Yeah.
I had no idea that it was so scientific to look at the face, and you have to look at it as a whole. You can't just treat the one spot. So it's been really informative today. I'd really like to thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Skin Appeal is holding their hot holiday special on Black Friday. That's November 28th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. They will be offering free consultations and 20% off treatment for new patients at 1700 East Fort Lowell. For more information, you can call 261-SKIN. That's 261-7546, or visit their website, mySkinAppeal.com.